Okay, so hello everyone, and yeah, I'm planning to do a 24-hour readathon, and here's why. So I've been dying to do a 24 or 48-hour readathon, and I just thought, you know what? Today is the perfect day. I have nothing to do. It's the beginning of a week, and why not? And plus, I want to get motivated to read more like books in a month. So yeah, so the first book I have for my TBR for the day is a book that I've been neglecting, and I've put on various TBRs, but I haven't read it yet, which is astoundingly crazy. It's absolutely horrible. But yeah, this is one of my most anticipated books of the year, and I haven't read it yet, and that is Firekeeper's Daughter by Angeline Bouley. And I have put this on how many TBRs? Like 2 TBRs, and I haven't touched it since like the past months that I've had it on my TBR. So I'm like, this readathon will be the perfect time to get into this book and see what it's about. I absolutely love the vibes that it's giving, and this touches on one of the genres that I'm really interested in right now, which is mystery. And so yeah, I have to get into this book because honestly, I've been nonchalant about reading it. Like, I've had it on 2 TBRs and I haven't touched it yet. So yeah, I want to take this readathon to literally get into this book and finish it, of course, like, period. And then this book I've been dying to finish, but as I said in my TBR video, I'm not exactly in a fantasy mood, and that's A Reaper at the Gates by Sabaa Tahir. This is starting to have more of a new adult vibes than a young adult vibe. So I'm getting excited about finishing this series. It's becoming more mature. So I'm kind of like, yeah, Sabaa Tahir is starting to write for the age range that new adult has, and so excited to get into this book. However, as I said, I'm not really in the fantasy mood. However, I want to make an exception for this book, and maybe it will get me into the fantasy mood again. But yeah, that's my second book. And then I also have, of course, The Ancient Nine by Ian K. Smith. And as I said in my TBR video, I usually try to avoid books written by men. However, this is a man writing about men, so I'm like, maybe an exception for this one, because the first book I read this month has similar genres to this book, probably the same genres altogether: mystery, thriller, dark academia. And they're both set in a college, and they're both focused around groups of people. But the author for the last book, well, the book that I read this like earlier this month and finished, wrote about women, and the way it was written was very much horrendous, absolutely disgusting. And so I hope this redeems those genres, because right now they're wavering because of that book. Like, and to see people praise that book in Goodreads, that was absolutely horrifying. Like, I was just like, did we read the same book? I will go into all of that for my wrap up, but yeah, I'm excited to get into this book because, as I said, I'm making an exception and not DNFing this, because it's a man writing about men, and hopefully this redeems all of the genres that I absolutely love, because that book just And then also I'm planning to pick up Social Creature by Isabella Burton, and as I said in my TBR video, this book has been dragged from hell and back and then back again, and I really want to know what lies between these pages that makes people hate it so much.
Stop it. Get some help.
So I really want to get into this book and see how absolutely horrendous this is and torture myself, because I'm absolutely insane.
Okay.
And then finally, I am listening to Red Right. And finally, I am listening to Red, White, and Royal Blue by McQuiston on the Scrib app. And I am absolutely enjoying it right now. However, I wouldn't say it's 4-star materials, at least for me. I think it's more of a 3-star. I'm enjoying it. It's a vibe kind of book right now. I don't see it being a 5-star for me at the moment. We'll see if that changes when I finish it within this readathon. But yeah, so it is 8:13 in the morning, and let's see, I want to start at 9. Yeah, I want to start reading at 9 a.m. So I'm gonna take the rest of this hour to get some food, get some tea, get in the reading mood. I already have like my candle lit, as you guys saw in the earlier clip. Why can't I talk? What is going on with my mouth? Yeah, I already have my candle lit, as you guys saw in the earlier clip, and so I'm already in the vibe. I just need to get some food in me and wake the hell up and get some tea and get ready to dive into all of these books. But yeah, I want to start at 9 a.m. and I want to attack all of these books. If I don't finish Red, White, and Royal Blue within this readathon, I won't hate myself, because my top priority, as I said, is finishing my physical books. So yeah, that's where my head is at right now. And hopefully I'll be able to mark off a lot of books after this readathon. Okay, bye. Okay, so it's officially 9. Well, a little past 9, because it took me a little bit longer to get some food. But I'm going to start with Angeline Bouley, Firekeeper's daughter, first for this readathon. And then, yeah, I'll just come back and update you guys. I don't know if I'm going to be doing any clips this time. Yeah, we'll see. Anyways, I'll see you guys when I see you. Look how pretty this ASMR room is. It's the Lord of the Rings one, because I really love Lord of the Rings. Oh, it's so pretty. Anyways, time to get started. Oh my gosh, I just realized there's like this little like leaf, or is that a flame? I think it's a flame on the front of the book after you take off the like dust jacket. Oh, that's so cute. I didn't even notice that before. I didn't even notice that before. I'm not saying this rewatch has me in my bag, but I'm saying this rewatch has me in my bag. Look how beautiful this shot is. Oh, if you haven't watched It's Okay Not to Be Okay, I need you to do that immediately. I watched this when it came out on Netflix, and the emotions I felt are still there while I'm rewatching it now. Go watch it. You will not be disappointed. Okay, so it's been 2 hours since I started Firekeeper's Daughter by Angeline Bouley, and so far I've reached page 56 and I'm loving it so far. It's definitely interesting, but I need a quick nap, so I'm gonna take an hour nap and then I'm gonna wake back up around like 12 and continue reading. And I'm going to do 12 hours for today and then like 12 hours tomorrow. Yeah, that should work, because yeah, that's how I'm gonna do it. So yeah, I'm gonna go take my nap now. All right, bye. So I ended up sleeping longer than I should have. Like, I slept for 2 hours instead of 1, but it's 1 o'clock now and I'm going to get back into reading. I'm trying to get 12 hours done today and then 12 tomorrow. I think I already said this, but anyways. So I like Firekeeper's Daughter and where it's going, but the format of the book is definitely like throwing me off, and that's like 488 pages in that book. So I don't know, it's kind of, it's discouraging me. So I'm gonna pick up A Reaper at the Gates and get some reading done in this book, because the format of this book is a little more spaced out, and although it's chunky and fluffy too, it's not discouraging me. So I'm gonna get some reading done in this book, and then let's see where I go from there. All right. Okay, so it is 7 something in the night, and after I picked up A Reaper at the Gates again, I got up to part 3 of the book, and I'm like, what, 200 pages away from finishing this book. So I think I'm just gonna jet through the rest of it, because like there's like what, this part right here left. So I'm like at the halfway point at this point. Right now Firekeeper's Daughter is not really like resonating with me. As I said earlier, like I'm kind of discouraged with that book. It's just as big as this one, but I don't know, the pacing is different for me. And then after I attempt to like finish this, if I could get closer to the end of this, I'm going to try to start either Social Creature or The Ancient Nine. So basically, right now my goal is to finish A Reaper at the Gates, since it's looking like a pretty easy breeze for the second half.
Why the fuck you lying?
And then if I have time after that, I'll just start one of the other books, because as I said, Firekeeper's Daughter is just not really like making me want to read it. I mean, it's interesting, but I'm just like, but do I want to read it though? And I'm just like, probably not. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna get to reading. I took a long break, and as you guys saw earlier, like I was just watching, like rewatching It's Okay to Not Be Okay. Absolutely love that K-drama. I think if you haven't seen it, you should see it. As I said in that clip, I watched it when it came out, and it was just, I don't know, it just felt like the perfect K-drama for the year 2020. It spoke a lot of volumes, and I think it still can speak a lot of volumes. So you guys should check it out. Anyways, let me get to reading. Okay, so it is day 2 of the readathon, and I'm going to start at 9:30 today. It's 9:25, well 26 now. It took me a long time to get ready because I decided to do my makeup today. So basically I spoke about Reaper at the Gates, saying that I wanted to finish it yesterday, but I ended up watching Cheetah Girls 1 and 2. I didn't finish 2, so me and my sister are gonna finish that today. But yeah, I ended up watching Cheetah Girls 1 and 2 with my sister, so I didn't read the 140 something pages I have left in this book. So far I'm definitely loving everything that's going on in this book. I never thought I would become sympathetic and empathetic towards Helene. I never thought I would actually like her character as much as I do now, but this book gave her more depth, and it made me love Helene more. It made me appreciate her character more and her role within this book. It made me realize how significant she is and how important her story is also, because in the other 2 books, A Torch Against the Night and An Ember in the Ashes, I felt like she wasn't significant, she was just annoying. But I'm accidentally, but I'm can I speak? Oh my god. But I'm actually loving Helene a lot more in this book, and the fact that she's in the center of the cover just proves that this is I feel like this is more like a redemption part. Like, I feel like this book is specifically for Helene, like, as the blood strike, to redeem herself, gain power, gain control again, because oh my gosh, I don't want to give any spoilers, but she's lost a lot, and I think that this book is specifically for Helene to gain back that power and, you know, just be more confident in herself again, because she barely has anything left. And it's just really interesting to see that shift in my like for Helene. And I'm actually not so annoyed by her anymore. For Laia and Elias, they're not the leading people in this book like they were in the other two, but as I said, I'm not really like hating, or I'm not really being annoyed by Helene, so I'm enjoying Helene being at the forefront in this book. I honestly want to know how her story is going to end, because as I said, I'm very much enjoying her character a lot more than I did before. But yeah, I see why a lot of people love Helene. I think Helene was going to be likable either way, because I don't think Sabaa Tahir wanted to leave her as this very annoying, very angsty character. So yeah, this development, this growth, I really love that for Helene, and I'm definitely interested in seeing how her story is gonna go. A character I really want to know more about, and I hope I get to see more of, Darren and Musa. I definitely love those two characters a lot, and I would love to like hear more from them and see how their story goes. This third book in the series is making me want to root for more people. It's making me focus on other people, and I think Sabaa Tahir did that on purpose, because what great author wouldn't make you shift towards her other characters, especially when this is the third book in the series. Because honestly, if it was just heavily focused on Laia and Elias, I think this series would get very boring very quickly. So that was just genius of Sabaa Tahir to so easily and so delicately shift the focus towards the side characters slash main character, but like second lead, you can say, for Helene, because she's a main character but she's like a second lead to Elias. That's not the ship name that I gave them, but to Laia and Elias. So yeah, that's that. And then I started Firekeeper's, oh chill, oh my god, okay. And then I started Firekeeper's Daughter by Angeline Bouley, and I only got up to what, page 56. I wanted to shoot for 100, but this book is becoming a little discouraging. I don't know, maybe I might start it and not finish it during this readathon, which is fine, because all I'm trying to do during this readathon is at least read as much books as possible and just get motivated to read, because I felt myself slipping into a reading slump. But I wanted to do this readathon so that I don't slip into it, especially after reading that first book of this month. I felt myself becoming even more like, yeah, so yeah, this book is pretty good. I'm definitely interested, but I can already tell it's gonna be a slow build up, and yeah, it's kind of discouraging me from reading this book. And as much as I love the characters already, because the introduction to the character and their culture and everything about their environment is definitely lovely, but I just don't know, something about the way the writing, like the structure of it's throwing me off. I don't know. The reading plans for today is to finish A Reaper at the Gates, start and finish Social Creature, get a few pages or more into The Ancient Nine, and then continue at least getting more pages into Firekeeper's Daughter. I'm all over the place. I'm hungry and I need my morning tea. All right. Okay, it is later in the day and I officially have finished A Reaper at the Gates, and I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Where do I begin? Sabaa Tahir is absolutely a genius, and the way I almost cried a bunch of times in part 4 and 5, which were like the remaining parts of this book that I had to read, there were so many plot twists that I didn't see coming, and then there were a lot of people that were going to die, and I saw that coming, but I was still like so sad when it happened. All I know is, if you need a series to start, An Ember in the Ashes series. Absolutely love this. I feel like every single book just keeps getting better and better. I mean, I did give An Ember in the Ashes 5 stars, and then I gave A Torch Against the Night 4. But that's only because the pacing was off. However, like, I feel like with every book, the story just keeps getting very much more intense and interesting. And as I said countless times, and I butchered it, but of the ending of A Torch Against the Night, however, it feels like it's building another world. I felt like this book was very much more mature, and it has more of a mature audience. And not only with the spiciness, I mean, it's not that spicy. If anything, it's like half a point spicy. It's not even like 1 out of 5 spicy. It's like literally half. But just in the way they're speaking and the way they're thinking, it's very much more mature. It's not like, oh, I have to save everything. No, it's like death exists. Life is hard. You won't always get what you want, and I just really enjoyed that. It gives like a lot of, I don't know, it was like a moment of coping for me, because a lot of things haven't been going my way, and I felt like Sabaa Tahir, oh my gosh, I'm tearing up. I felt like Sabaa Tahir just like did a lot for me with this book, and A Reaper at the Gates has a special place in my heart. I wish I could give it more than 5 stars. I don't know, this felt like a healing moment for me. While I was reading this, I just felt every single word, and I have so many dog-eared pages, and I don't know, I feel emotionally connected to this book, especially with Helene, because as I was saying earlier, I just don't see her as annoying anymore. I'm definitely understanding her more, and the amount of sacrifices she's making, and the things she had to endure in order to get to the point where she's at. I just appreciate her character much more, and I understand her a lot more. And this book broke me, as you can tell. This book has broken me. I don't even know how to feel. This is exactly how I felt when I listened to Clap When You Land. Like, I just, so many emotions. Like, how many books are gonna break me this year? Like, I don't know. Najia X has broke down. Like all I know is this book is absolutely beautiful and I love it. And yeah, if you want to start a really good series, I would recommend an Ember in the Ashes series. And I'm pretty sure everybody has read this because it's all over BookTube. The end of the readathon, and I did not finish Social Creature by Isabella Burton. Tara. Yeah, I'm 40% into this. 40%. I am 42% into this book, and it is absolutely horrendous. I see why a lot of people don't like it. Before reading the book, I was thinking I'm gonna give it a 2-star because I knew it was gonna be horrible. Because I watched Jamie's like vlog where she read this, and she just gave it 2 stars, and I was like, oh, it's definitely gonna be a 2-star after she explained all of the things that happened in that book. And I was just like, yeah, 2-star material. But after getting to almost like halfway in this book, I think it's 1 star. I think it's absolutely horrendous. The writing style is disgusting, and the way the author writes toxic characters is definitely malicious, in my opinion. It feels like a projection. I don't want to say the author is racist, homophobic, sexist, because that would be an assumption and that's wrong. However, the way it's written, it just seems a little too comfortable and malicious, and a lot of things the characters said to people were so disgusting. And I don't know, when authors usually write toxic characters, it's not as malicious as it is in this book. So that's one thing that's really throwing me off. But also the writing style is horrible and I'm not intrigued at all, so that's just another factor that's contributing to that 1 star. Yeah, this is atrocious. I didn't start The Ancient Nine, and I know you guys saw in a few earlier clips when I was updating my reading journal twice, I think, The Ancient Nine was checked off, but no, I did not finish it. I did not start it at all. That was just a mishap. I didn't read any further in Firekeeper's Daughter, and as you know, I finished A Reaper at the Gates, and then I did not touch on my audiobook because, as I said earlier, I'm just gonna leave that for later. It's not a top priority. Wasn't a top priority, but yeah, that's basically it. I think I was very successful with this readathon because I definitely read a lot more in 24 hours. I mean, I could read more, but I don't know, the books were big. And yeah, All I know is now I have a whole bunch of books to finish and two to start, actually three to start. And I'm excited for the rest of this month. So this was just the perfect way to start off my week. And yeah, I'm excited. I have always wanted to do a 24-hour readathon, and I feel like this was very much successful. And I'm excited to do another one, maybe of me just reading one book like I did with All We Have Left. Yeah, I think it was All We Have Left, and I really loved doing that, but that was a spoiler filled reading vlog. Maybe I will do something like that or not. I have a few books coming in. I have some books that I will introduce in my book haul coming up soon. So yeah, I'm excited, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this reading vlog. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I have all my social links down below. If you want to follow me on Twitter to keep up with the books that I read and the reviews and all that, you can. I also have my Amazon wish list down below if you want to support me. And I believe that is all. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.